Hello, everyone. My name is Holly, and today we are going to work on question words. Who, what, when, where, how, why. And so we will practice, go through systematically go through practicing these words by completing dialogues and sentences. And then we will answer questions and just go ahead and systematically practice this. And if you guys like role plays, we will have role plays at the end. And if you do not like role plays, tell me, and we will go straight to asking and answering questions and practicing English in general. All right. So we will be working on. This is an elementary lesson on question words. Who, what, when, where, how, and why. So I look forward to working with each one of you as you practice English. So Anna Carolina, welcome. So this will be a much easier class for you. So it will be, in fact, too easy for you, Anna.
It's good because my confidence is lower.
Is it? Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
now I can increase it a bit.
Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, that's good. So yeah, because it's good sometimes to have things that are a little bit too difficult, and then go back to things that are easy, you know. So that's good. And my classes, you know, are never the same. Each one of them is a little bit different. So, hello, Kako. This is how are you? So, yeah. So you've had a busy week. And hello, Rodrigo.
Hello, teacher.
How are you?
Fine, thank you. You?
Very good. And now let me remind me where you were from. You were from Chile, right?
Yes, yes, right.
I got it right. Oh, awesome. I was totally guessing. Awesome. But I got it right. I knew you were not from Brazil or Colombia, which is the main countries that that a lot of people are from. So I was like, okay, where is it from? And since Europe is asleep and you're not Asian, I went, wow. So Kako, are you there? Can you speak?
Uh, Please read.
Kako?
Hi, teacher.
Hi, hello. Okay. You guys, you will find this class to be very easy, but it'll be kind of nice, relaxing, not difficult. Kind of like Anna Carolina said, it will raise your confidence. So, hello, John. How are you?
Hello, Holly. I'm fine, thank you.
Good. And remind me where you are from. It's
Brazil.
Brazil. Oh, it is Brazil.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Awesome. So,
Thank you.
so what's it like to be from the only country that doesn't speak Spanish in a continent? So everyone else speaks Spanish.
Awesome, because I don't like Spanish.
Does everybody assume that, do you run into foreigners, Anna Carolina, Kako, and John? Do you guys run into foreigners that think that you speak Spanish because you live in South America?
Yes, a lot. And it is obnoxious. It's obnoxious, you know.
Uh-huh.
I cannot speak Spanish, and to be honest, it's far difficult than English because of the cognatus. Words that have a similar pronunciation but a complete different meaning. Yes, such as embarrassed. You know, in Portuguese it's similar to English,
Oh, okay.
but in Spanish, oh my God, I've been trying to learn Spanish and it's been
It's difficult.
burdensome,
Yeah.
very difficult.
Yeah, and Rodrigo, what do you think? of having this huge country right in the middle of South America that does not speak Spanish. So
I think his his Spanish is very easy.
oh, do you think? Yes, Spanish is very easy. I agree. So, and hello, we have. So hello, what is your name?
Hello, teacher. My name is German. German.
German. Okay. And where are you living right now, German?
I'm from Russia, Moscow.
From Russia. Okay. Is that right now? So it's quite late. It is quite late there. What time is it in?
It is it's 4 o'clock.
4 a.m. Wow. And hello, Jonathan. Yeah, it's very early. Jonathan, how are you today? So we have a John and a Jonathan. Can you speak?
Yes. Yes, I had my microphone up. How are you today, Holly?
Very good. So
that's good.
Yeah. So remind me, Jonathan, you are from Mexico, right?
No.
I got it wrong.
It's in South America. Can you remember it?
Okay, it is Colombia.
Yes, you're right.
Okay. All right. So there must be another Jonathan from Colombia. So yeah, there is a noise coming from somewhere. I think it's from you, Jonathan. So if you could be muted. So. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. This will be an easy class for many of you, and a great review for all of us. So what we are going to do is practice how, what, when, where, which, who, whose, and why. And then by the end of the lesson, our plan is to just go ahead and ask and answer questions using these question words. So let's start with some dialogues. So let's start. Anna Carolina, could you read dialogue 1 and read A? And Kako, could you read B?
Okay, Kako, why do you like pizza?
Because it's delicious.
Really? Okay. Is that true, Kako?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And dialogue number 2. John, could you read A? And Jonathan, could you read B?
No. Ask another person, because I cannot ask this.
You don't know this one? Okay.
Well, no, I know. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, because of the name right here. I think it's done. Okay.
Actually,
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but I will try.
Okay.
Whose pen is this?
Yes.
I think it's John's pen.
Now,
Oh,
question.
it's mine.
It's my pen. I didn't know. Question for you, John and Jonathan. In the English-speaking world, John and Jonathan is like one of the most common words in common names. Is that also in Portuguese and in Spanish as well?
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, my name is not John. It's a version in Portuguese that is João. But I changed it because it was a little bit difficult for people outside Brazil to say.
Ah, got it. And Jonathan?
Yes, here in Colombia, John and Jonathan are common names. They are not the most common ones, but they are common.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, it is. It's very. That and another one is David and Daniel, and there we've got like at Verbling we have at least 4 Daniels, and I always get their country wrong. So. So, all right, dialogue 3. Rodrigo, could you do this A? And German, could you read B?
What did you get here?
Okay, not what. There's another one. Another word.
What? Which did you get here?
Okay, and it's actually how.
Oh,
How.
thank you.
No worries.
Oh,
How did
thank
you get here? You will learn a lot
How.
today. How did you get here? Good. This is good practice for you, Rodrigo. Okay, and German?
I took a taxi.
I took a taxi. Perfect. Okay, and dialogue 4. German, could you read letter A? And Anna Carolina, could you read letter B?
What of those apples do you prefer?
Yeah. Okay. Anna?
I prefer the apple on the left.
Yes. Which of these apples do you prefer? Okay, thank you. And Kako, could you read letter A? And John, read letter B.
How much time did you get here?
Okay, it's dialogue 5.
Okay. What are you eating?
Okay, so what are you eating? Okay, John?
I'm eating sushi.
Is it good?
No, I hate it.
I know I can't eat sushi either. So, okay, dialogue 6. Jonathan, could you do that one?
How many minutes ago did you get here?
Okay, that will work. How many minutes? But there's another word. It's one word that will work as well.
I don't know. I can't think in another way.
Okay.
Okay. When? Yes.
Yeah. When did you get here? So when did you get here? Okay, and Rodrigo, could you read letter B?
I arrived 20 minutes ago.
So, yeah, so I arrived.
I arrived
20 minutes
I
ago.
arrived 28 minutes ago.
Perfect. Okay, dialogue 7. German, could you read A? And Anna Carolina, could you read B?
Okay. What are you talking to?
No, if you wanted to use the what, it would be what are you talking about? So, any idea? Yeah, so remember the 2. So what would that be? Anybody know?
Oh.
So yeah, so who are you talking to? And then Anna Carolina?
I'm talking to my friend.
Oh, yes, I'm talking to my friend. Exactly. Okay,
Teacher,
and now, yes, Kako.
is it not whom?
In this one, if you had whom, it would have to be to whom are you talking to? To whom are you talking, actually? To whom are you talking? And then I'm talking to my friend.
Okay.
Also,
Thank
now, as far as the word this word to whom and whom, it is not very not as far as the WH questions. Whom is not a very common word in spoken English. You might see it more in literature and when you read, but not as much in spoken English. So, all right, letter A. Kako, could you do that one? And John, could you do letter B?
Where are you going?
Okay, so where are you going? Okay, John?
I'm going home.
I'm going home. Okay. And now, those of you guys who are talking about food on the chat, please stop because I'm getting hungry. So I'm just joking, you guys. Okay, so where are you going? I'm going home. So what are you actually talking about? Sushi or other kinds of food?
Well, Asian food. Actually.
Asian food. Okay. Asian food. Oh yeah. Okay. Now I'm really hungry. So I only had half my meal before I started teaching. So okay, match the words to their meaning. So we have the question word. We have why, when, where, how, which, who, whose, and what. So it asks about a choice, a method or manner, a person, a place, a reason, a thing or activity, a time of day or year, or an owner. Okay. So Anna Carolina, can you start and can you match whichever one to the answer here?
Why? A reason.
A why would be a reason. Okay. And Kako, number 2, or whatever one you want to do, actually. I'll let you skip around.
Number 2, a time, day, or year.
Okay,
Year.
Perfect. Okay, and then John, can you choose one?
Number 5, which? It is. Oh, I forget. A choice. Number 8.
Choice. Yes, A. Okay, and Jonathan.
And number 6, who is C, a person.
Person, C. Perfect. Okay, and Rodrigo.
Number 3, a place, D.
Place D. Perfect. Okay, and then German.
Number 4, how, choose.
A choice. Okay, a choice has already been chosen. A choice would be which. So which. So another one. So maybe. So maybe it's a letter B, a method or manner.
Method or manner. Okay.
Okay, and then, all right, and Anna Carolina, can you choose one of these?
Whose?
Uh-huh.
Whose? An owner.
An owner, yes. Whose does this belong to? Perfect. And then Kako, the last one.
What? A thing or activity.
Yes, exactly. All right, so very good. All right, so let's go ahead and ask and answer these questions. And let's start with John. John, can you choose choose one of these questions and ask somebody a question?
Let me see. German. Who eat pasta and pizza as a national dish?
Okay, it's Italian food.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And Italian, it's pasta and pizza.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Italian
Good.
is national.
Uh-huh. Okay, so you would say Italians eat pasta and pizza as a national dish. Very good. All right. and Italians, or you can say Italians, or you can also say Italian people. I personally prefer Italians, but some people will want to put people behind that as well. Italian people. Okay, very good. John, German, can you choose one of these questions and ask somebody?
Number 2, Rick.
Okay. And who are you asking?
Rodrigo, where does sushi come from?
Rodrigo.
The sushi is from Japan.
Okay, so you would say sushi comes from Japan. Sushi comes from Japan. Yeah, comes from Japan. Okay, so you guys, since you guys were talking about sushi earlier, who hates sushi and who likes it? So Anna Carolina, you love it. Kako, do you like sushi?
Yes, I like.
Okay, you like it,
No,
Rodrigo?
no, teacher. I don't like raw food.
Okay, and John, you
Raw.
said you don't. Yeah, so you don't like raw fish or raw meat of any kind. So very good. John, how about you? Do you like sushi?
No. The same reason as Kako. I do not like raw fish.
Okay.
So.
Okay. And Jonathan, how about you? Do you like sushi?
Actually, I have never tried it out, so I do not know if I like it.
Okay, you need to try it because it is a very important thing to try. But yeah, and a little bit of alcohol helps. Might help a little bit, especially if you don't like it. So, and Rodrigo, you like it, and German, do you like sushi?
Yes.
I don't like sushi.
You do. Yes, you like sushi?
Yes.
Okay, so Rodrigo likes it, and German, and John, and okay, Jonathan has no experience, and then John, Kako, and Holly don't like it. Anna, Rodrigo, and German do like it. So Jonathan, you're going to have to. We've got a tie as far as whether it's good or not. So you need to eat some sushi and report back to us whether it's good or not.
Okay.
I'm just joking, of course. So, all right.
Teacher,
all right.
I have one question. How do I say when, for example, two teams have the same score? They are evens. They are what?
Okay, so
even?
for example, with our sushi survey, we are tied.
Tied. Okay.
So in this respect, with the sushi thing, Jonathan is the tie breaker.
Got
so,
it.
Yeah. And of course, that has to do more with voting, but also when you have two teams, they will be tied, and of course, the tiebreaker might be, a face-off or something, their first score or whatever.
Okay.
So.
Thank you.
Yeah, and on it, instead of ends up a tie, ends in a tie. Ends in a tie. So okay, so Rodrigo, can you choose one of these questions and ask somebody? And it doesn't have to be number 3.
Kako. 3.
Whichever. Okay.
Which is the highest mountain in the world?
Rodrigo, the highest mountain in the world is Everest Mountain. It has about 8,000 meters.
Okay. Okay. Instead of it has about 8,000 meters, I think this must be a mistake from your native language, Kako. You would say it is about 8,000 meters.
It is about 8,000 meters.
Where exactly is Mount Everest located?
Himalaya.
It is in the
Himalaya.
Himalayas. Okay, so it's part
In
of the
Asia.
It is part of the Himalayas mountains. Okay. Has anybody here climbed a mountain like Mount Everest?
No.
Anybody here want to climb a mountain like Mount Everest? I say that nobody does. So, all right. Okay, so Kako, could you choose a question and ask somebody?
Ana Carolina. How do people make bread? Oh, sorry.
Okay.
The 5.
No.
No,
She was 4.
Okay.
Okay.
The most difficult.
No, it's not so difficult. They mixed yeast. I'm sorry about my pronunciation, teacher. If you
It's
could
good.
help me out.
It's good pronunciation. Yeast is
Okay.
fine.
We've tapped water and sugar. Then they add the flour. They knead the dough. They let the dough rest a bit to grow. They add another. Oh, sorry. They add more ingredients such as salt and, well, it depends on the recipe. Sometimes raises if it is a Jewish bread, and then they bake it. Okay. All right, teacher.
Okay, very good. Okay, the only error in that very good answer is when it comes to raising, we let the dough rise.
Okay.
Let the dough
No,
rise.
I'm sorry. I was trying to say the ingredients.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Raise. Teacher. Jewish.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I thought you did.
A Jewish.
Raisins. Oh, okay.
Raisins.
I thought you talked about.
No,
okay.
no. A Jewish recipe has raisins, and I forgot to bring up oil.
Okay. All right.
Or butter.
Yeah. Well,
So,
you also use no. Sorry, this is really good. Just like John wrote, it's good that Anna got this question because he said he'd never be able to answer it. Just a moment, Mom. So Anna, very good. One thing I was very impressed in, and I wrote it in the chat, that you actually knew the verb for to knead the dough. Guys, do you know what that means? To knead the dough.
Nope, I do not know.
Nope.
Yeah. And it's Anna. I'm very impressed. I think you are a much better speaker than you realize. So to knead. This is a verb that only when you see your moms in the kitchen or your wives or your male friends who cook. When they're doing this, they are kneading. So this is a verb to knead. Anna Carolina, that's funny. You fake it. So, but that's what that is, to knead the dough. So a new word for all of you. Thank you, Anna Carolina. Because I would never have thought of that word at all. Because I don't do a lot of baking. So to knead. Dough. All right. Okay. So yeah. So Kako. So Anna Carolina, can you choose a question and ask somebody?
who didn't answer yet?
John or Jonathan? I can't remember which one.
Okay, John. You can be funny if you would like. What do journalists do?
Okay, I can be funny about that. Well, my father is a journalist, and he told me what he does, and it's about gathering information and manipulates or change, or no, not change, but making it more readable for the public, and presents to the public the information and keep everybody updated about important matters.
And making it interesting. So,
Yeah.
what kind of journalist is he?
Well, general journalist. I don't really know. He started his first job was to write the, I don't know in English, the horoscope.
Okay. So does he work for a newspaper?
Yeah.
So a question, since your dad works for the newspaper, because of the internet, how has his job changed? And now that fewer people are actually buying the newspaper.
Well, the newspaper where he works has a website, so it's quite the same thing. They just changed the kind of how to deliver the information.
Okay.
But they keep doing the same thing.
Okay, so they've been able to adapt. Very good. All right. Thank you, John. All right, John, could you ask, I guess, Jonathan a question? Jonathan, can you choose one of these questions and ask John?
Oh, I thought he had to ask me. Okay.
No, John asked Jonathan. So yeah.
Okay, yes.
John?
Oh, sorry.
No worries. You can choose one of these.
Okay. Why do most people communicate by email, not by letter?
I think it is because the email is quicker to get to the destination, to the person that is going to read it. The letter is very slow. If, for example, I want to send something to a friend in United States or in China, it would take days, weeks, maybe. And by mail, I click send, and in maximum 5 seconds, the email that I want to say is with my friend. So it is quicker, and for that I think it's most used in the world.
Okay, I have a question for you, Jonathan, and then anybody else can answer it too. Okay, which type of communication is easier to avoid? Email or letter?
I think it's easier the email because you can ignore it and that's it. But a letter, the sender has a certificate, a paper that says that you actually sent the letter. So, for example, if you are in a legal problem, you can show that you in fact sent the letter, but it wouldn't be too easy with an email.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. And does anybody else have an opinion? I personally find a letter is easier to avoid because I don't have to open the letter. So I pull a letter out, and if I don't want to open it, I just put it in my glove compartment of my car, and it just sits there. And but where email, I always want to get the notification off my phone or get the notification off my my computer. So for me, it's easier to avoid a letter. So it's interesting. Anybody else have an opinion?
Oh, well, teacher, we have to avoid opening a bunch of emails, every mail, because we can receive a phishing email.
True.
And, you cannot open. It's the same way you can avoid opening a letter. You can avoid opening an email.
Okay.
And someone from your house can open a letter.
True. True.
And your computer has a password. And the letter doesn't have a password.
Yeah, it's. I think it's very personal because I find it much easier to avoid opening letters. So I've got Christmas cards I haven't opened yet, I think. So anyway, let's go to the next one. Jonathan, can you ask somebody? I guess the last question, number 7.
Yes, sure. I think Rodrigo hasn't answered, so it's for him. Whose home is called the White House?
the call the White House in center of USA.
Yeah, in the
So,
capital.
house bueno, is center of USA government in I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, so who lives in the White House, Rodrigo?
Who's
Who
is
lives there?
um, president?
Yeah, president of the USA. Okay. Question for you guys, because I have learned that in different countries, I think it was either South Korea or Ireland, that they call the president of their country lives in the Blue House. Do you guys have names for a place of where your president lives, or your prime minister, like
Here,
in Brazil?
Palácio do Planalto. If I could translate, maybe. My gosh, let me think.
Planalto, it would be Highland Place,
Plateau Castle, something like that. Plateau Palace.
Plateau or Highland Castle?
Yes,
Okay.
something like that.
Okay. And how about in Russia, German? Where does President Putin live? Is there a specific name for it? German? Okay. And Jonathan, how about in Colombia?
Here in Colombia, it's very funny because the place where our president lives is called, it was some years ago, it was called the Pink House.
Or the Pink House?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it is not currently called like this. It was some years ago. I don't know how it is called today.
Okay. And John, you are from. Are you? I can't remember already.
Yeah, Brazil.
You're Brazil. Okay. So Rodrigo, how about in Chile? What do you?
La Moneda House.
So Lemon House?
Yes. It's center.
So it's the capital. Wow. And the lemon house, the blue house, the white house, the pink house.
No, the moneda, moneda house.
Oh, vanilla. Vanilla house. Okay.
Moneda, the money of money.
Okay. All right. And German, can you speak now?
Yes, teacher, I'm ready. Sorry.
No worries.
I will know about Putin where is he works. He works in Kremlin,
Okay.
and I don't know where he lives.
Okay. So his where he lives isn't really known because I think in most countries the commander in chief is everybody knows where they live because is it in the UK it's 10 Downing Street or something like that. Something. So 10 Downing Street. So are you talking about is a pink house in Argentina? A pink house is also a brothel?
In Brazil, because of a soap opera that
Really? Okay.
it's a brothel.
It-
Yes, it was a famous brothel in a soap opera, and people call those kinds of places
Wow. That's pretty
pink
funny.
house. Yes.
That's funny how different countries have it differently. Anyway, okay, so let's match the questions to the most suitable pictures below. So this is again fairly easy for some of you. And so we've got how does he go to work? Which answer did he choose? When did he leave school? Who is riding the bike? Where does he come from? Whose dog is it? So let's start out with German. Can you choose one of these questions and put them in the right
Sure.
matches?
Which answer did he choose?
Okay, which answer did he choose? And that's for what? No, what? That is for what? Is that for number 1? Okay, so which answer did he choose? Okay, excellent. Rodrigo, can you choose one?
How does he go to work?
Okay. And where would that be?
The 6.
Number 6, perfect. How does he go to work is number 6. Okay. And Jonathan.
When did he leave school? It is the 5th.
Okay, when did he leave school? Okay. All right, and Kako.
Who is riding the bike? The 2nd.
Okay. Who's riding the bike? Okay, and Anna Carolina.
Where does he come from? Number 4.
Number 4, where does he come from? Where does he come from? What country is that?
Are you asking me
Yeah.
this flag? Sorry.
Does anybody know? Is that Australia?
Australia.
I think it's Australia.
I also think.
Yeah. All right, and then German. Could you? What is the last one? Number 3.
Whose dog is it?
Whose dog is it? Perfect. Whose dog is it? All right. Okay, so I'm kind of curious about number 5 here. in the U.S., most students start school most younger students before university, high school, junior high, elementary school. They start school at usually between 8 and 8:30, and they end school between 2:30 and 3:30. How about in your countries? How about in Akako and Ana Carolina? What about Brazil?
Teacher, uh, most most of schools, if the student is from the elementary school, it is from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m.
Really? That
Really?
late?
Yes,
Wow.
and well, secondary schools and high schools are from 7 p.m. to midday, but some
7
schools
a.m.
offer 7 a.m. yes to midday, and some schools offer a full day
Wow.
option
Wow.
from 7 to 5 p.m. Private schools and also public. Some
Wow.
of them offer a full day. I studied in a full day
Okay.
school when
Cool.
I was a child. No, it wasn't school.
So, Kako, what did you study in a full day or part day when you were a kid?
When I were
When I
kid,
was?
when I was kid, I studied in the morning.
Oh, wow. And so, what happens to parents that work? What happen? Are the kids latchkey kids, or do they is there a parent that stays at home?
No, my mother worked at home,
Okay.
and then we hadn't latchkey kids at our home.
Okay. Just Anna, for everyone, a latchkey child or a latchkey kid is a child who comes home from school with their key to their home around their neck, and they go in and they take care of themselves while their parents are at work. So that's what a latchkey kid is, or a latchkey child. So, all right, Jonathan, how about in Colombia? When did young kids leave school, and when do they start?
Here normally they start about 6 a. We have two schedules. The first one starts at 6 a.m. and ends at 12 in the afternoon. And the
Wow.
second starts 15 minutes after the first schedule ends. That means at 15 past 12 and ends about 6 p.m.
Wow. I had no
Yes.
idea. Now, Jonathan, when you were a kid, what did you go to the morning or did you go to the afternoon?
I had to go to both. Some years I had to choose the morning and others the afternoon, but the one I liked the most was the morning because I had the rest of the day to play with my friends and study and make my homework and things like that.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. I had no idea. I'm kind of glad I asked this because I had no idea about this. So, Rodrigo, how about in Chile? When do kids start school and when do they finish school?
Um, um, I in Chile is leave school at um, at 2 p.m.
Uh huh.
And arrive at home in 3 p.m. In the child studying, plays,
Uh-huh.
watch TV,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
etc. Yes.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. And so he's leaves school at 2, arrives home at 3. What time in the morning does the child start school?
The 8 a.m.
8 a.m. Okay. So that's
uh,
more similar to the US schedule. So, yeah. And how about in Russia, German? What time do children start school and what time do they end school?
In our country, the school starts at 9 a.m. At 9 a.m. and finish at 3 p.m.
Okay, finish at 3. Okay, so very similar to Chile and the U.S. Okay, I had no idea about Brazil and Colombia. I thought everybody would say, "Oh, it's the same, Holly. No worries." So, okay, so what we're going to do is make questions to ask other people in the class. So let's start with number 2. Carlina, Anna Carolina, can you make a question with this?
Holly, can
Sure.
I ask you something before we continue?
Yeah, sure. Sure.
What is the most common way that you pronounce an hour in English?
An hour?
Yes.
Hour.
No, I mean, for example, 12 and 15 or 15 past
Oh,
12.
you're right. Yeah, 'cause I did not correct that actually. We would say 12. We wouldn't say and. We would say 12:15.
Ah, okay.
So
Thank you.
yeah, you're right. Thank you for asking because for some reason I think I was so shocked about the morning and afternoon. Wasn't thinking about the English at the time. I was like, oh wow. So thanks for asking. So we would say 12:15, or we would say also it starts a quarter after the hour. So
Ah,
so you could say a quarter after. Um,
okay. Thank you.
you're welcome. Sorry I didn't. Okay. Um, Anna Carolina, could you choose a question for number 2?
Okay. How do you go to work every day?
Okay. So how do you go to work every day? Perfect. Okay. And Kako, number 3.
Whom do you live with?
With that one, the answer is who do you live with, but I'm trying to think about who do you live with? So not whom. We would use whom with this. We would say, just like the to whom, we would say with whom. With whom do you live? And it's very formal English, and it's not actually used all that much. So, all right, Jonathan, could you do next one?
What did you do last week?
Okay, what did you do last week or last weekend?
Ah, okay, yes, last weekend. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. I thought you were just changing the question. That's all. Rodrigo, number 5. Can you try that one? Rodrigo, are you there? Okay.
No, please. Which day of the week are you prefer?
Okay, and this one we would say, do you? Which day of the week do
Do
you
you?
prefer?
Do you?
Perfect. Okay,
Thank you.
and you're welcome. German, number 6.
Okay. Why? Uh, why this day of the week? No. Why do you prefer this day of the week?
Okay, this day of the week. Perfect. Okay, and then Anna Carolina, number 7.
When does tourists visit your country?
Okay, so when do tourists?
Okay, sorry.
No worries, not at all. Your country. Okay, so let's ask and answer the questions. So let's start with Jonathan. Can you start and can you choose one of these questions and ask somebody? We just have a couple minutes left.
Okay. Who do you live with? It could be for Ana Carolina.
Well, I thought you should answer. I live with my family, my husband, my children,
Oh.
and I have a maid.
Oh, wow. So you live with how many children do you have, Anna Carolina? Or if that's a personal question, you don't have
2.
to ask. 2. Awesome.
I have 2. And I have a maid who comes here daily. No, not daily. From Monday to Saturday, and a gardener who comes here every other week.
Wow. I'm going to speak for everybody. You are blessed. You are blessed. So, all right. Anna Carolina, can you choose a question and ask somebody?
Okay. German, who do you live with?
I live with my wife.
Okay. Do you have any children, German?
I don't have children.
Okay.
But I plan in future. Maybe.
Okay. Excellent. All right. All right. And German, can you choose one of these questions and ask somebody?
Rodrigo, which day of the week do you prefer?
Which day of the week? I prefer is Saturday.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so a Saturday, I prefer Saturday because
is I stay with family, my son, my wife.
So it's a free day.
Free day.
Yeah.
I can ride bike.
Yeah, awesome. All right. Thank you, Rodrigo. All right, it looks like we are out of time. I want to thank you all for your participation, and I hope you learned a little bit from this refresher lesson for most of you. So thank you very much, and have a great. You all are so German. Have a great day since your day's beginning, and the rest of you sleep well when you finally decide to go to bed. So thank you. Bye.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Holly.
teacher.
Bye.
Thank you, teacher. Goodbye.
Bye. My computer's frozen now. Okay. Is there anybody else having training out?